Just when you thought Nick's social media couldn't get any weirder, we're hit with a certain image that involves a bunch of different Nicktoons characters crossing over, and I'm not kidding when I say that it's one of the strangest things to come out of the SpongeBob Twitter account in a while. Okay, this is simultaneously the most blessed and most cursed image I've ever seen. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's go in order to check out the nightmare fuel, starting with Hey Arnold meeting SpongeBob. SpongeBob Arnold oddly fits. Maybe it's because of the blonde hair being a sponge, but I don't know. The square pants being on someone who clearly shouldn't be wearing them is also a wacky little touch, but for the most part this design seems normal. Sandy Arnold on the other hand is just... yikes. This is definitely cursed. Patrick Arnold, finally! It's what everyone's been waiting for! Just look at that smile. Hair is somehow growing out of his starfish head, so he must have found some weird bootleg product on TV. Squidward just doesn't want to be here. Me IRL. This is way too cursed. First of all, Plankton's only eye on Arnold's large head is already a mix of disasters, and he's also in a human body with no real hands. Fingers? What? Who needs them when you got a rad chumbucket hat? Moving on to the world of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob is just ready for some karate. I don't know why he's wearing his square pants while also simultaneously not wearing them, but I guess that's just his fashion statement for today. Sandy's rocking a shell along with a pizza slice that she for some reason doesn't care about taking off. Now that's a face of pure bliss if I've ever seen one. You know, Mr. Krabs as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle doesn't look as weird as it seems when you say that out loud. Meanwhile, Squidward has the most derpy eyes and he's finally happy despite being his usual self in all the other crossover characters. His mask is almost definitely tight enough that it's cutting all circulation to his brain, hence the derpy face. What the? Plankton continues to have some of the absolute golden designs as he's his normal self here, with a pretty big shell. Honestly, if he were to enter the battle royale of the natural world, he'd probably survive a long time. I mean, every predator is just gonna think it's a shell on the ground. They'll never even see Plankton. Illusion 100. Wanda SpongeBob once again kinda makes sense because we've seen in the show that he can mimic just about anyone, which is why he's able to get her hair down perfectly. Also, his wand is a golden spatula. Now that is epic. Wanda Sandy is a bit weirder though because the pink hair stands out like a sore thumb. Patrick's already pink, so obviously this is a perfect fit. 10 out of 10. Initially I would have said Mr. Krabs' design was fine, but then I noticed the crown. Who on earth would place it literally at your eyes like that? I mean, yeah, he's a crab and there's not many places to put it, but your eyes? Oh well, he's giving himself money and he'll probably be fine with going blind if he's rich. Squidward's wand is a clarinet, which is a nice touch, but much like him, his wand is dead inside. Press F to pay respects. Plankton Wanda is surprisingly pure. Like, come on, who wouldn't want to get this guy as their fairy godparent? His antennae going in the form of Wanda's hair is awesome. If you ever wondered what it would be like if the SpongeBob characters landed in the wacky world of Invader Zim, well, here you go. For some reason, SpongeBob has Gary Snail on his back. Okay. Sandy's just casually holding a pair of eyes. No big deal. But Patrick's going crazy. He probably woke up and yelled after seeing his body. This doesn't even look like Patrick. It's basically just Zim wearing flower shorts. Mr. Krabs has a Krabby Patty backpack and based on his expression, he's just curious about the world around him, you know? Cut him some slack. He has no idea how he ended up here. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what that thing on Squidward's back is, but I don't know. Could it be a spotted tongue? Maybe, but as always, he's unamused. Okay, not gonna lie, Plankton Zim is easily one of the best designs in this whole picture just because of how well it fits. Both characters want to take over the world, but they're also not super threatening at the same time. They have that evil laugh that makes them even more recognizable, so it's amazing to see here. If you thought the nightmare fuel level of this video was moderate up until this point, I'm so sorry for what comes next. Ah! Real monsters. And SpongeBob. Oh, okay, this is really happening. If I see this thing enthusiastically hopping around in my house, I'm burning everything down. Sandy as a monster isn't as creepy, but like her Zim design, she's holding eyes. Nightmares. Therapist. Monster Patrick isn't real. He can't hurt you. Monster Patrick. Mr. Krabs as a monster looks normal at first, but instead of his typical long eyes, they grew little fingers. Imagine if one day he's just replaced with this design and nobody in the show ever questions it. Monster Squidward isn't happy to be here. All he's thinking right now is, kill me! Plankton is absolutely cursed. This is wrong on so many levels. Why is he like a green version of Kirby? And the fact that he has one eye also messes with the crossover design because now he's not balanced and this hurts to look at. Angelica SpongeBob actually works. Meanwhile, Sandy's showing off her new blonde hair like it's the best on the block, but come on girl, we know that's a wig. Don't even try to hide the truth. I would say Patrick Angelica is extremely weird, but then I remember the episode where he was disguised as a girl and he had the exact same hairstyle. That episode built up my tolerance to this horrifying image. One of the most nightmarish designs over here. He's so happy, but why? If this thing walks up to you in the middle of your day, run. Squidward is being held captive and forced to dress like this. Blink twice if you're in danger. And finally, Plankton Angelica has bounced into your party. He's rocking those extra sharp teeth for some reason, and I can safely say this is a cartoon combination never meant for human eyes to see. I'm hoping there's more Nicktoons crossover pictures eventually, cause despite all this nightmare fuel, it was still really cool to see. Which design would you call the most cursed or the most blessed? Let me know in the comment section. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.